Guess what? I just got accepted into Lincoln University, the top college. My hair done, my nails done. I ain't got no kids. And we going out tonight.
What you think, you better than me?
I'm gonna call you later.
You ain't gotta call her back. What's the point of you saying all that bullshit to her? You ain't never gonna be shit. Listen, I ain't have to do all that shit. I ain't have to work. My nigga paid for everything. He made sure my hair was done, my nails stayed done, my shoes stayed fly. Fuck out of here. You corny. Just like your dad.
You know, it's crazy how a lot of mothers are jealous of their daughters. Instead of the mothers living in their second childhood, instead of the mothers just encouraging the daughter to do better than how they were, you know, they sitting around trying to be better than them. No, it's no competition. Encourage your queens to be better than what you were so they can take over. Stay strong, man. Lincoln University, the first black college.
All right. Welcome to the Unspoken Heart Discussion Hour. We have a tasty topic for you today. So make sure you share, and also press that like button. If you enjoy the show, please subscribe to the channel. We really appreciate everybody's love and support. Now, to let y'all know, we're going to be discussing something about the poetry contest as well at the beginning. So before I actually get started, because we're going to be speaking about how mothers are jealous of their daughters today. So, you know, hey, this is going to be something really spicy. So before we actually get started, let's go ahead and start bringing in the cast of the show. So today what we have our assistant co-host, Denise.
Hey, everybody. How y'all doing?
And also coming to the stage to bring a little sweetness to our spice, is no other than Miss Honey.
Hello, everyone. Hello.
And we cannot leave out the youngster of the crew. We love him with all our heart. He's a dedicated father, and he brings a spark to everybody's stage. No other than Mr. King D.
Hey.
Hey.
Yeah, I got my camera off right now because I'm in the middle of doing something.
Okay.
You all right.
So y'all will see his face very soon. So I'm very excited. You know, we had a little talk before we got started. For some that doesn't know, we had the poetry contest going on for 2 months, and now we in Poetry Month. So don't forget, April 20th, the Grown Women of Views and Vibes, we will be reviewing the Poetry Live review of all the contestants that had entered into the contest. And as y'all could see, we have the trophy posted today, so everybody could see this trophy here.
That thing right there.
This will go to our powerful poet of the year. So as y'all see, all glass, beautiful. I'm telling you.
I thought that was crystal.
It's all glass, hourglass.
Oh, it's
Yes,
beautiful. And
yes,
it's real.
yes. It's all real, and we do want to give a word today. Me and Denise had a discussion because there was some things that was going on in 2022. We started off with the poetry contest in
Yeah.
order to bring in acknowledgement for the poets. Um, we don't see too much of too many people doing it. Now we see people trying to do it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when you try to do something. This is one thing that we have spoke about, me and Honey, on the outside as well. It's about supporting one another and loving on each other.
Yeah.
Not tearing each other down or being crabs in a bucket to try to destroy each other.
It's
You
called
know,
uplifting the people. Uplifting.
uplifting.
Encouraging, uplifting,
Mm-hmm.
supporting, motivating.
Yes.
You know,
And I mean, from the time that I started my business, I mean, a lot that's been following me since 2013, they have seen and I didn't respond to because my thing is, if you know who I am and you've been following me, there's nothing to be verified. You know what I'm saying?
absolutely.
So I support any business, anybody that's an author. Hey, I'm telling you, if I don't read your book right then and there, you already know I got it in hand. It's coming.
Yeah.
But I support our authors. Anybody of abuse. Within the business, we also assist the victims of abuse as well. It's not just the motivational speaking and going out to university, spreading the word to bring awareness and to bring help into the battered women and children's shelter.
Mm-hmm.
So in our first year, this was something new to me in doing, but I wanted to do it in order to bring acknowledgement to the poets because they're not acknowledged like R&B singers and rappers, and we're not acknowledged like that. I've been doing poetry since I was a child, and it's a sweet melody and it's a healing within it.
Yes.
you
Yes.
know there's all different levels of poetry, but everybody have their own preference. So in my first year in doing it, I just did it. I appointed judges, they did their thing. This was something new to us. But I am the type of person to where I do take opinions and anybody that want to help. But we had I think excuse me, a couple of people that were a part of the contest and one that wasn't, that felt like they could slander and defamate the business at hand and what we was doing, even to the extent to where they said the trophy is fake. When these trophy come out, this come out of our pockets. Don't nobody
Yep.
else pay for this. This is
All
not sponsored or nothing. Our pockets. So when you
uh-huh.
speak of these trophies coming from accessories, they are ranging from 189 to 200, sometimes more. So
Yeah.
this one alone was 205. So
Yeah.
when you say something is fake, make sure you put some money in my pocket to go back with that
Yeah.
word.
We can
And
go get what you want.
And stay
exactly.
out of our pockets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yours.
You know, we,
Let
we
it go.
yeah, we take on we take, my business operates off of donations. I
Yeah.
don't make money from this stuff. So when we talk about gift baskets, that everything we pour our love into,
We
these
do that.
raffles and all these contests, this is out of our pocket.
Mm-hmm.
We don't ask anybody for anything. If you give a donation from your heart,
Be
I
great.
mean, we appreciate it. We really are grateful for it. But I am a nonprofit business. And, to sit there and spread word, because that first year we had a lot of poets that entered. And I'm going to tell you, I don't care if it's 2 poets that enter. We still going to go forward. We're still going
We're
to press. You're
still
not going to
gonna
stop
do
me.
it.
You're not going to stop me from bringing acknowledgement to the poets. Do what you do,
Mm-hmm. Can I
but
say this?
yes.
Okay. And for the person that was being real salty and stuff, and just because your poetry was nice, but you know who you are. I'm not gonna put your name out there, but you're being real salty, and I'm gonna let you know right now what you did was slanderous because you didn't get the trophy. You felt some kind of way and felt like you should have been the one. They're always gonna be winners, and they're gonna be losers. Not everybody can win. Okay.
Exactly.
And
And when we look at things, whether it's family or not, my thing is my family will tell you, my friends will tell you, when it comes out of my business, friendship and family is separate from my business. I don't play that,
No,
especially when
absolutely.
giving the community service. I'll tell them in a minute, I love you, but business is business, family is to the side. And that's how I run this business. There's no favoritism. If your
nope.
feelings get hurt, then you're not a true supporter. You know what I'm saying? But no matter what, as y'all seen through the years, there's been defamation, there has been slander, you know, where it's family, friends, or some people I don't even know. You know, I'm still here.
Yeah.
What God purposed
Absolutely.
me to do and what it was created in
Love
this
you.
platform and all the work that me and my deceased son put into this business, you cannot break it. I'm going to keep pressing on no matter what. We're out here giving something to help people, to bring something of a nutrition to
Unity.
everybody's life. That's why I said it's real life situations, real talk. You
Yeah.
can agree to disagree. It's your own opinion.
Yeah, but
But
don't go out and slander people because you didn't win.
yes,
Because you
so
didn't win, you got to go out there and say awful things about our company. Well,
it did deter poets away from us, you know, but when it come down to it, poets still stepped up. You know, there was woman and man enough to say, you know, I ain't think about that. You know, I see what you bring. I see who you are. And
yeah,
that's what matters to me. You know,
Absolutely.
so like I said, you know, we're going to continue on next year. I did, you know, at first I was going to quit because I'm like, this don't make no sense. I got to push all this just to get people to, you know, to get acknowledged, to enter the contest. But my thing is that I'm not going to let nobody stop me from doing what I'm doing.
yeah. There's the supporters out there. Whoever's out there supporting us, that's loyal. We appreciate you, and we do love you so much. And then we appreciate you. Keep on supporting us, and we will have a contest next year also. So get your poetry ready for next year. Not everybody. Just understand that it's hard to make decisions like this on this, and the judges have a hard time because y'all it has so many great poets out there. And not everybody can win. If we could give a trophy to everyone, we would. But we can't afford it. Our pockets is not that long.
But see, my thing is, what we do get, we get from the heart.
Yeah,
But if you see anything, and I'm just this type of person, I could take constructive criticism. There's
yeah,
time that Dwight or Denise have came to me, or even Keisha have stated, well, you know, I don't think we should do this, and should be this way. And I listen, and they'll tell you, they come with it. Because
yeah.
that's how we're going to grow. That's how we're going to be able to make things more exciting for everybody to be able to enjoy, you know, what we do. You know,
Right.
so and it's such a constructive criticism. Those people, and you know who you are, that did go out and slander my business and our name and the judges that I appointed for this.
They could have
You
came
know,
and talked to
you
us.
could have came and talked to me, and you could say, "Well, Spicy, I didn't agree with this, but you know, maybe next year you could try to do it this way." I would have accepted it. I would listen to you. You know, I'm always open to any opinion and suggestions. You know, I'm not that type of person to where you're like, oh, this is my platform. You don't tell me what to do. I do it the way. I'm not that way. I'm open to any suggestions.
Everybody's opinions count.
Yes. So, in saying that, you know, we have locked in the powerful poet of the year.
Yes. I'm excited.
Oh God, that was a long, hard one because we had 3 judges, and I mean, when it came down to it, I said, okay, why are you saying that? Why are you choosing for that? Because it's not just one category. It's not just the powerful poet. We have the powerful poet. We have the narrative poet of the year. We have the inspirational poet of the year, and we have the passionate poet of the year.
And don't
then
forget about our babies.
And then that's what I was going to say. The easiest part was the children's. I mean, the children's. That was fun. That was fun. So you know, we had the junior powerful poet, and then we have the junior inspirational. All right, was it? I think it was junior inspirational, junior narrative. Well, we'll see when it comes down to the 20th. Yes. So make sure y'all tune in on the 20th because we're going to be airing all their videos and y'all get to give y'all opinion and what y'all feel and what y'all think about each poet and how they brung it. And, you know, we did have a handful. I was very proud. I very appreciated that they joined in with the contest. It was fun, but it was pressure. They bought that pressure. I'm telling you, to where Denise had to come in as a mediator. And she had, I'm like, okay, you assistant host, you're gonna have to help here.
Yeah.
You know, but at the end of the day, you know, we did end up choosing, and then the one that was the most crucial one was the powerful poet.
The powerful was the hardest.
It was, and I'm gonna tell you, in 2022, that wasn't hard. No, 23 wasn't hard. 22 was hard. 23 wasn't hard. So for 2020,
it was rough. That first one was roughest.
Yes. But I say in 2022, we did have Miss Angela Fraser as the Powerful Poet of the Year.
Yes. Yes. And congratulations to her again.
Yes. And in 2023, we had Christine
Congratulations
from California.
to her.
Christine Darling.
Mm-hmm.
And for 2024, you gotta wait and see. Tune in. In saying that, we're gonna go ahead on. I'm very proud. I do appreciate and love on the judges. They did a very great job in judging and taking their time looking at everybody's piece and giving their own opinion. It was a moment that they just like, yeah, but I'm very proud of the decision they made. We have gotten better throughout the year. We'll be even better next year. When it came down to me, I mean, I'm gonna be honest at this stand right here. I'm very satisfied with the decision they made. I'm very satisfied. And so the decision that was made is the decision that stands. It is what it is.
Yeah. It'll be better explain when the time comes around. We'll explain how the voting process works. It's pretty much the powerful poet has to be able to cover all grounds. And this poet covered all grounds.
Yeah, and see, that's what people don't understand is that, when you say powerful poet, we have 4 categories. Mm-hmm. So when you say the powerful poet, they got to be able in they video bring the power, the inspiration, the narrative, and the passion.
Yeah.
We got, when I say, when we look at it, I explain to judges, close your eyes. You got to be able to feel them. That you got to be able to see where they at. You got to be able to sense and understand where they're going with that. And when they could bring all categories into one video, that's what makes them the powerful video. Mm-hmm. The powerful poet. So, I'm very proud, and I cannot wait till I call this person on the live.
Ooh, I can't wait. I can't wait because I'm really, how I like to celebrate.
Yeah, because I haven't met them in person. I mean, it's just like just like I said, these people in today, just random people. So
we don't know them; they just random.
Yeah. So make sure y'all tune in on the 20th. Give y'all votes, see what y'all think, and hey, it's gonna be some fun. So going to be hosting that day. It is going to be me and assistant co-host Mr. Britton. Mm-hmm. And so we will be judging. We will be displaying and speaking on the videos that was entered along with the people that view on. So just make sure y'all tune in.
But the most important part, Tracy. Most important part is people.
Yes.
Get your poetry ready for next year, 25.
And it's going to be every year we select a different trophy, so it won't be this one.
No, it's going to be another trophy. We don't know. It could be a male. It could be another female trophy like similar to it. It could be anything. You never know.
Yeah, and before we get in here, let's take one more look at that trophy again.
Look at that thing. Look at her body. She's big body. Look at that.
All the way around. She's beautiful pretty. In color.
What you think, honey? Honey, look at that. Look at that, honey. What's Dominique? Dominique, you seeing this beautiful body?
Yeah, she's nice.
You said she's nice. So, getting into the subject at hand, we're speaking about mothers. What was it like to you, Tanise, when you first became a mother? When I say first became, not when you carrying a child, but when you first being handed that baby, what was your feeling and thoughts when you gave birth to your first child? Because it ain't nothing like that firstborn.
I need to get some sleep. I'm tired. Absolutely. That's what was my first thought. That was my first thought. I need to get some sleep.
Like, I don't even want to see it. I'm tired.
No, when after I got an initial postpartum, when I realized I got a child and with this baby along, that he was my baby. He was my pride and joy, my little. Mm-hmm. He was everything, my little smoochy smooch.
Switch, switch. He gonna be like, "Mama, don't be saying that on live." And honey, when we know you have a beautiful daughter. I called her my niece. I adopted her. So, but when you first, gave birth to your child and handed her over to you, what was your first feeling and thoughts when you looked down and you seen her?
I was blessed because I'm very high risk. I lost two before her, one during her because she was a twin, and then one after her. So I was really, really blessed. I was thanking God for that little bundle of joy and blessing.
Yeah, you got them babysitting in heaven waiting for you.
Yes.
You got them babies waiting in heaven.
Oh yeah. And King D, as a father, I know it's a different experience and you're going back and thinking about that moment. As a father, seeing your child for the first time and becoming a father, what was your first thoughts and feeling when you seen your child?
My first initial thought, because I was just 15, my first initial thought was like, how the hell am I gonna do this? I had just turned 15 and I was just it was an experience. But then we had we had a great she had great parents that that helped us out a lot. It was like she was our little sister at the beginning.
Oh,
Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful. And
now,
I can
now. Yeah.
Say what?
She got him wrapped around her little pinky finger.
Oh yeah, that's my little princess.
Yes. Daddy's girl.
I heard many times he said, I ain't gonna buy her nothing else, not a damn thing. And next month I had to get her this necklace.
Yeah. Teresa she always does that. She always, when she makes me mad, I be like, I ain't gonna get her nothing else. She's like, you lying. And then the next month, well, I went ahead and got her the necklace she wanted.
Oh. Now I know, I was 19 when I had my first son. And honestly, I could say, it was a miracle and a blessing all in one. Because of the situation, I wasn't supposed to have kids at all. So, the only downfall was that I don't know if it's a downfall because seeing y'all push those suckers out, I can't. Oh no, cut them out. But when I first seen my son, my feeling was when I looked at him, it was just like a different atmosphere, like to me, and I was shocked. And then, like when my mother brought him to me, she was like, "So, what you think about your son?" And I was like, "He funny looking." And I mean that's why because they had to force him out. So the way his head wasn't going like this, how they do with the forceps. So I was like, he's funny looking. But then when I got him, I thought he was like when she started shaping his head or whatever they do, as the old folks say, I just thought he was so beautiful. It was like a great experience. I felt like that I had somebody that would show me love as I showed back to him. Now, all of us up here have daughters. I just have one. How many you have? One. Honey?
I only have one child, period.
Yes. And King D?
One daughter.
He has one daughter?
Yep.
Ooh, all those boys. Yes. And I mean, I'll be honest. I thank God for her.
And a bunch of boys.
Oh, wow. That's me. Like, all boys, one girl. And I mean, I say, Lord, thank you just for one daughter. Because I mean, raising a female is totally different.
God knew.
That's a challenge.
I needed one girl. He knew that I only needed one of me.
Yeah. What did she say? I don't know where everyone is. Sent the link out to everyone that. Okay. Okay, yeah, please, as a reminder, just like trying to say, share, the link from YouTube out or either Facebook. So that is appreciated. But when you think about your daughters, what kind of relationship did you expect to have or felt that should be in place as a mother to her daughter? Honey.
Well, for me, it was to instill in her the old ways when when we was being raised, like the morals, respect, um, just instill the goodness in her so she can grow up to be a nice, intelligent, independent black woman.
Okay.
I'm not sure. I mean, I didn't really hear the question all the way, so, but I just tried to instill in her to think before she react, because for every action there's a reaction. I make sure that she knows that everything follows her. All her ways follow her. All her every. I just make sure she know how to manage in life. That's all. Because the world
Okay.
ain't gonna give you nothing.
Right, right.
You got
And King D.
you muted.
Oh, uh, I try to, as you know, as my baby girl's dad, I try to. I'm a tough cookie myself. So I tell her, I teach her how to be on the tougher end, if that makes sense. Like, be tough, have thick skin, because that's like she said, this world is nothing to play with. And it's only gonna get worse. It's not gonna get no better.
Right.
So that's pretty much that.
And Denise.
And your business.
Well, with my little princess, as spoiled as she is, and you listening, little lady. She is spoiled rotten by her father. But we have instilled in her to how to be a little lady, how to respect herself. That just like Honey said, all your actions will follow you. And you just don't want anyone. You don't want just anybody in your life. You got to be careful. We always told our kids, be careful the company that you keep, because when you let to that door, you don't know what demons that they're bringing with them.
And you don't know what they done got into.
Yeah.
Exactly. So referring to it, in saying that, because that was the question, is that what kind of bond do you think that a mother should have with her daughter? Yes, and having a bond, what do you think about that, Teresa? I mean, Denise.
Well, I think the bond that you should have with your daughter is not trying to be her best friend, to be her mom and always be her mom, be her confidant, be the person that she can always come to when she's in trouble, the person that she can always depend on when she can't get out of something, the person that she can always know that no matter what, you can always be there for her.
Yes.
Absolutely. Well, I'm always going to be my daughter's friend, but I always tell her I'm your mother first.
There you go.
But you can always talk to me and open up to me about anything. I am here for you. I'm going to direct you the right way and not the wrong way.
Amen.
So trust in me.
Yes.
And
King D, in your perception, what kind of bond should a mother and a daughter have?
Pretty much what Miss Honey said. I can be your friend. I can be but I'm always your mother first. Like, I always instill in the daughters that, hey, I'm your mom, but we can go shopping. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
I'm the mom, but we can go out for brunch or something like that. So yeah, the parent, the mom first, and then friend second.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. It is definitely always the last thing you want to do. But you still got to keep that. You still got to keep that role, that limited role, because they're gonna have friends. They're gonna have best friends. They're gonna have all that. You always want to keep that level of parent first. You never want to be your child's best friend because it can cause problems. They get that line blurred between mother and daughter relationship. They get it blurred sometimes. But they want to treat you like one of their homegirls. And
That's
you're
how
not a homegirl.
And can I respond to that?
Sure.
Yeah, because that's have to do on how you raise your kids as well. If you raise them with respect and honor and all of that, you wouldn't have to worry about that being their friend.
Yeah, but you see it all the time when you have mothers out there that's trying to be their homegirl, going out to the club with their daughters and stuff.
No,
and
that ain't what I'm talking about being.
That's what I mean. That is exactly what I mean. I mean, like, you got to keep that boundary line. There's a line between being your child's best friend, homegirl, people that she hangs out with at school, college, and friends out there. Then a mother and daughter relationship is way different. You still friendly with your daughter, but you know you have that line. You are a different part of her life. You are not only just that friend, you are that confidant. You are all those things.
Right. That line of communication has to stay.
Yeah. You got there's what you call it, it's a whole different category. It's a different type of friendship. It's a mother-daughter relationship. I can't even call it a friendship. I have to call it a relationship. Mm-hmm. You know, it's different. It's different from their homegirl. So they talk to their homegirl and their friends any kind of way. You still allow your daughter to talk to you any other kind of way?
No.
You'll choke the heck out of her. I know you.
Yeah, she won't have no teeth. She won't have no teeth. But she's very respectful.
Yes, and that's the difference. That's why I said you can't be your child's friend. You can have your mother and daughter relationship. You can't be their friend. I'm sorry. There's a difference. It's a complete difference. And people can't get it. They blur it. They blur it out. I guess we're gonna head on out to this.
2 and 2.
We'll be back in 2 and freaking 2.
So you just gonna sit here and look at me like this?
I don't like you.
You ain't got to like me, bitch. I ain't the fuck thing to you. Should not like your baby daddy. And you don't.
I don't like none of y'all. I don't like you, his mammy, his sister, none of y'all. His kids. I don't like y'all.
You gonna get mad at me because you fucked the son of a crackhead. You fucked the son of a crackhead. Who the fuck get pregnant from a son of a crackhead and you mad at me? You mad at me because you fucked the crackhead son.
How many kids you got?
Who?
How many kids you got?
How many kids I got?
How many kids you got?
According to the state, bitch, none.
How many kids?
Not even you. My womb has reset itself. It has reset itself. So, bitch, my womb,
okay,
bitch, is at zero, ho. It's 2021. I ain't got no motherfucking kids. Stop playing with me, ho.
You have 4 kids, so that means 3 different niggas nutted in a crackhead's daughter. Okay? So.
Technically, your daddy ain't nothing shit. If you knew how small your daddy dick was, if you knew how small your motherfucking daddy dick was, bitch, he ain't nut. That bitch nutted on my lip and it swam to the top, bitch. Why the fuck you think I ain't know he was your daddy? Huh? Your daddy ain't got no goddamn dick. Your daddy ain't got no motherfucking dick. Talking about your daddy fuck son. Your daddy ain't fuck shit. Yo, bitch, I fucked your daddy. Bitch, and quite frankly, I fucked him for $100 to get into Society Club at sex that night, bitch. So I can go pussy pop in the VIP section where big dick ballers was at. Cause your small dick daddy, he wasn't no motherfucking baller. He wasn't no motherfucking baller at all. He was sitting there broke, needing some goddamn coochie, paying $100 for coochie for car sets, bitch.
Was it working?
Hell no. I gotta start my motherfucking live over because what you ain't gonna do is fucking embarrass me on my motherfucking live ho. It's a new goddamn year. It's a new motherfucking year. I ain't taking no fucking L's this year, bitch. I'm the shit. Or whatever. Fuck wrong with you, ho. Fuck is wrong with you? That's what's wrong with you, motherfucker. Now you know what? You's a fucked up individual.
I am.
You's a fucked up individual. You just fucked up. You need to go to one of them fucking therapy sessions or something. A fucking counselor, bitch, or whatever. I don't blame you, baby dad. That's why I take his side. I feel sorry for him.
You should.
I do.
You should.
I do.
You should.
I really fucking do. You didn't get that fucking retarded shit from me. You got it from your little dick daddy. You got baby of a little dick syndrome, downfall issues. That's what it is. Kids that come from daddies with little dicks, they got fucking issues. You got motherfucking not SIDS. You ain't got no fucking SIDS, bitch. You got little dick daddy syndrome. That's what it is. Your daddy got a little dick and it fucked you up or whatever. That's all it was or whatever. That's why you and the last two fucking retarded. You know, Cash got all the goddamn SIDS. It's just you and the last two. Y'all two daddies got little dicks. That's what the fucking problem was.
Now, before I give my thoughts on it, because you know I have a lot of them, I'm gonna go to King D, and I want him to tell me what was his feeling when he seen this take here with the mother and the daughter.
You muted.
Your mic's muted.
I actually caught it on the end because I'm on my phone, and when it's on my phone, I have to click it, and I wasn't by my phone. But the little part that I did see, she said that the kids act like that because they got a little daddy dick syndrome. Is that what I heard?
Yeah.
She's a weirdo. I don't think that has anything to do with that.
Exactly.
That's pretty much that.
Yeah. And honey,
you lost the words.
Yes, because that uncalled for. It's just totally wrong to talk to your child that way. Even if she did do wrong or whatever, you're still supposed to give her more of an encouraging, uplifting, not a down. You know, you don't talk down on your kids. No.
Yeah, I agree with Honey and Dominic on this. She's straight out of line, and this is where I talk what poor parenting is. She is the epitome of poor parenting. The P's, the 3 P's: poor parenting prospects. She is pitiful. I don't even.
That's 4 P's.
I throw extra P in there. I threw an extra P in there. She make my skin itch. I mean, really. See, that's horrible. How you talk to your children that way? I mean, I don't care how bad my child has acted. I have never called my children out of their names. See, I don't even know how many times she even called her child a hoe. It's ridiculous. I have never, that, and not even a mom. She talking about she don't even have no kids. This is a reset button on her cooch. No, hell, for you need a reset of your brain. That's residual issues.
Yes. And, in saying that, I was disgusted when I seen that. And this mother went live. And, I don't know what's wrong with these women nowadays. They feel like they got to put their parenting and their relationships with men all on the internet for everybody to see, because at the end of the day, that doesn't make them really look bad to me.
That's a bad look, yes.
That's a bad look for you, and it doesn't make sense. But when I seen this here, like I said, I was disgusted. But what I'm seeing is that you're not really being a mother. That's not a motherly skill. I know some people might look at the child and say, oh, that child's really disrespectful. Well, head up. Why is that child at the level of frustrating disrespect? Because you have to look at the words that she was used towards to her child. That's not only mental abuse, that's emotional abuse, that's verbal abuse. The way you're talking to your daughter, that's not an example for your daughter to set as a mother for her own kids. And I've seen this in the public before, where I have seen where parents are mothers have called, well, I ain't gonna call her a mother because there ain't no mother. Nope. Where the female has looked at their seed, called them MFs, Bs, all kinds of things. Now my thing is as a mother, and you say, well, what does this have to do with jealousy? My thing is like this. Why would you say those type of things about her? Why would you want her relationship to fail? Why would you glorify her relationship instead of giving her the skills and the experiences and telling her how to handle the loss of a relationship, or telling her where it went wrong and what not to accept again. Because in my book, you're not an ex. You're an example of what I not to return to. But my thing is that, you know, as a mother, you calling her out her name. You telling her what her dad. Stop talking these kids against their daddy. Because at the end of the day, you hopped on that little nub that you're speaking about. You rode that little nub. I don't care if it was to get in the club or not. You still got a child out of it. So you the one chose that dude to do that with. You the one chose to have that child with because you kept her. You're raising her. So before you sit there and try to make it seem like that she is a lost cause because of the type of daddy she have, you the one that is at fault because that's what you chose. And that's not what your child chose. So what you know, and I'm gonna go to King D. What do you feel like this could have stemmed from? Because you looking at the mother, and then she's carrying on this trait to this daughter, and really just tearing her to shreds, really, on social media.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
I feel like that she is not only jealous. Well, yeah, she's not only jealous, but I feel like that she's also, if for her to go live to blast out her daughter's business in that manner, you're proud of what she's going through. You're proud to say that she's a hoe or whatever she was saying. You're proud to say that because who wants to go on? Who goes on live to parent anyway? You want clout. You want justification from the public, but literally, you know, the public looking at you sideways, like, what kind of parent does this? You know, so that's my take on that.
Exactly. Because you gotta look at too. She said you are a product of a you know you're a product of being mad because you're wait a minute. You are a product of because you are mad of messing with a crackhead son. You tearing her self-esteem down. That's not the way to do it.
Well, actually, she said, you messing with the son of a crackhead.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Something like that.
So my thing is that, you know, for her to speak downward on that just like, oh, just irked my nerve. So, you know, Denise, what is your feeling on that when you speak about when you see her tearing her down? What do you think that the outcome of that's going to do? What did she thought was going to come out of that doing her child like that?
I don't think she was trying to get anything out of it. I think she was dealing with some self-hurt personally. Probably some self-hurt from her stemming from her wasted years or whatever. I don't know what her career background, her educational background, because apparently it's not much because the way she spoke to that daughter, talked to that daughter, she went far. If she did, I'd be surprised. The way she spoke to her daughter, she should be ashamed of herself.
She have no shame. But see, you gotta look at too. Her daughter brought up a point, and more or less saying, you know, how you gonna try to tear me down or make it seem like you bigger than me when you got 4 kids? And if you heard clearly, the mother was trying to disown the kids she had because she says, according to the government, I have none. But you just the daughter brought up the point that you didn't have 4 kids by 4 different men. So you trying to hurt your child because you cannot be successful and keep a relationship. Honey, what do you think this could have stemmed from for the mother to come at her daughter the way she had?
The mother don't have no man in her life right now, and she's mad that her daughter has one, and her daughter is happy, and she's miserable. I think it's wrong for a parent to put on their issues and problems on their children's, period. It's not right. And I really think the mother needs to get help because she don't even have custody of her other kids. I mean, you know, she have issues within herself. She needs help.
I agree. Yeah, because when I look at this and I'm looking, like we say, the generational chain, we don't know how she was brought up. We don't know how her mom spoke to her or made her feel, but we know that she had 4 different men in her life, probably more. She just got kids by 4.
Yes.
And she probably don't have a man now. So she was unhappy, I guess, when her daughter was in a relationship. So now that her daughter is hurting, she's trying to apply more hurt by making herself feel good by saying, don't get mad at me because you was with a son of a crackhead. And that's what I look at when you say jealousy. Why would a woman want to talk to her daughter like this? Why would you want to tear your daughter down knowing that she's hurting already?
And that's a part of you. Like,
it's a
really?
part of you. So that's just like when you look at somebody that sit there like calling their daughter a MF, and what are you? Because she's a part of you. So that makes you the same thing. But then you have these mothers that go out, and I hate to keep calling them mothers, they're females because they don't know how to act in a motherly path. But when you have a mother that constantly slandering their child's name, defamating the child's character, always doing things that tear them down, glorifying their downfall. But when their child is prospering, they still try to throw salt on it.
Of course, they try to find any flaw anywhere. They try to find something, or they try to sabotage it.
Yeah, and it's sad to say that there's actually females out here that chose to have children. And how could you be jealous of your own seed? Like, okay, I'm proud of my daughter. When I look at my daughter, I think she's just the most beautiful thing. And the way I see it as that's mine. Yes, she looks better than her mama. She's supposed to.
Yeah, she's younger.
She's a proud. She's a connection with me. She don't look like her daddy. And I ain't gonna comment on that, but that was my choice. But my daughter, I see her as the most beautiful female that I've seen. When I see her dressed up, when I see her do her hair and do her makeup, I sit there and I say, that's mine.
That's my baby.
So beautiful.
Absolutely.
I'm proud.
Look at that strut and that walk.
Girl, go.
Yes. Yes. And like, if anything, if I see my child hurting from a breakup, I'm gonna try to uplift her. I'm gonna try to support her. I'm gonna stand beside her. I ain't gonna sit there and say, that what you get for choosing that.
That's what your ass get. Nobody told you to get with him anyway.
Because what does that speak about you?
Yeah, that looks terrible.
Well, how do I look sitting up here? Because I'm not in a relationship. I'm having a hard time finding a relationship. And no, I don't have a hard time. I just turn them away. But to sit here and want to be mad because I see my daughter, happy with a man and he's showering her. That's what I want for my daughter. I want a man that shows that he truly values the woman that she is. To actually treat her with respect. That's what I want for my daughter.
My daughter don't date nobody.
If anything, I want my daughter to be better than I have been.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I don't want her to go through what I've been through.
Absolutely.
And that's the mother.
Her Prince Charming.
Yeah.
Exactly. Her Prince. Yeah.
Well, why use it? Because I had a situation to where, abusive situation, getting away from him.
Right.
And then you sit there and you change the code on your alarm system. You change your phone number and to change your code on your voicemail. And then for your ex that abused you to come to you and show your own mother's handwriting that she gave him all those passwords.
Oh,
knowing that this man abused your child. This is your child. You know what I'm saying? What does that speak about you?
That's some cold-blooded stuff that you don't give a crap about your child.
And then, let's speak about the mothers when it comes down to their children with relationships. Oh, the mother, she'll smile in the face. Oh, hi, how you doing? It's nice to meet you. But then you turn around and she's sitting there and she's like trying to brag about, she can't cook this. I can cook this. You want some of this? I can do this.
Oh, yeah. That's some competition mamas.
My thing is, when you speak of a mother, why would you? Then you turn around behind her back, and then you try after seeing this here, you go talk badly behind her back about that person in her relationship, which is your daughter, and then you sabotage each
No,
relationship
she
she's
don't.
been in.
You know she don't take a bath every day. I'm just gonna let you know this.
Yeah, but I mean, what does that speak about it? You sit up here, supposed to be a mother that love your daughter, that want the best for your
Yeah,
daughter, but you're sabotaging every relationship she in. You
yes.
go around
That
defamating her
ain't
name,
love.
lying on her, setting her up. Because
That's not
I
love.
don't know if y'all seen it, but there have been situations where mothers have sit there and set their daughters up to get harmed.
Oh yes. I've heard of that stuff where they set their daughters up to get beat up or get raped or something.
Yeah. So it's like when you're a mother, you are a mother, you supposed to protect your child.
Absolutely.
You're supposed to guide her. You're supposed to love her. You're supposed to have a bond with her to where you leave something in a keepsake place in memory for when you're gone, to
Yeah.
where she can carry on. You're supposed to stand as a woman to to be a model, to set the example for your daughter.
Yeah, I want my
Not to
daughter
sit there
to
and tear your daughter down.
you
Or if
want
you're
to be able to way to say your kids when you gone that
Let me, can I say something?
yeah,
I
go ahead, King D.
You also have, what about those mothers that don't be wearing no short shorts around my husband? Those are the kind of women that I'm around. Those are the kind of people that's in my family. They always
Oh
saying,
no.
yes, I swear to God. Teresa knows, trust me. We've had a situation with my daughter, and Teresa, I swear, like, and I would say this publicly and privately, Teresa was there for that entire situation. And it was it was crazy. And another thing is we didn't have when my daughter had to move back home. Teresa stepped up and she was like, "What you need, what you got, what you need," because she's a mother herself, so she
Right.
knows how to she knew me and us being young as we are. She kind of took us under her wing and guided us through that. Little do she know, she helped us through that entire situation, and she took my baby shopping and she did this and that. And I appreciate that to this very day. My daughter still talks about that. When my daughter broke her foot, Teresa was like, "I got some crutches.
I had a boot.
I got a boot. I got some crutches. I'm gonna bring it over there. And that baby gonna be, being a mom, and
Well,
and so
it's not just being
It ain't.
mom. Teresa has the heart to where she quick to give and quick to jump in, even if it's her laugh. And I mean, I can speak on that because she, I didn't even ask her, and I wasn't even expecting it. When I had my surgery, they told me, well, you're gonna have to have somebody there with you for 24 hours to stay after the surgery. I'm like, how am I gonna get? So my ex fiance, the one disappeared on me. He was like, well, I'll stay with you. I'm like, we so this man would have to see me nude again. He would have to see me like no. So, I was willing to go through it because I had no other choice. I didn't have nobody else. So it came that day. She
Yeah.
just totally out of everywhere. She's like,
I said,
you
why
can
she ask me?
you could call him. You could call him up and tell him that's okay. He won't have to do it because I took time off and I'll be up there to take you to surgery and I'll be there. So I was like, oh, thank you, Jesus.
And I was.
It's nothing like 100 people.
yes,
That's when you know when you got
100
somebody
people.
genuine at heart.
I ain't
yes.
gonna
The only
play
reason,
with y'all. I'm not
the
gonna let
only reason,
nobody go around miserable. Hell
the only
no.
reason why I said that her motherly instincts took over with my daughter is because of the situation.
Right.
And
Yeah.
Teresa has been, I'm not trying to publicly say this in a bad way, but Teresa has been in that situation before as a kid. So she knows how she was feeling at the time. And
Yeah.
then,
It really hurt
and
me.
yeah, and so that's why she just like I said, that whole situation, we were so distraught. We didn't know what to do. We was all over the place. The whole family was in an uproar. It was crazy. It
It
was
was
crazy.
crazy. I was in the line over there getting my pasta and stuff.
So as a child, how did that make her feel? What did you witness out of this child in this feeling for her to receive this type of response?
What did I feel?
King D, from when it compared to Teresa and this other lady, what did you see in her how you say the mannerism in receiving this from Teresa, but in also receiving that from the lady that said what she did?
Um, she okay. She doesn't want a relationship with the lady that with the other lady. She doesn't want a relationship with her. She has not seen her in almost 3 years now. Hasn't it been 3 years yet?
3 years.
Yeah, she hasn't even seen her, and they're blood related. They are, and she doesn't want no relationship with her. She doesn't, wants nothing to do with her, and we have to respect that, because of
That's her
the
feelings.
yeah, and then and she
I've been thinking about trying to kidnap his daughter for him.
yeah yeah and then when it comes to
She
Teresa,
is too cute. You gotta see, she's adorable.
yeah, she is, and when it comes to Teresa, she appreciates Teresa. She knows that Teresa gonna come through. She knows.
Oh,
She knows.
I'm so glad for her.
I'm like, oh, where's my hug? Where is my hug?
Yes, and that's why I say when you run into genuine people, we all have our flaws. We all have flaws.
Yes.
And like it just just the fact of respecting that. Okay, that's her feeling. That's the way she react. I'm gonna give her her space. Let me give her her moment, and then she'll be back. But it's just like me and Honey. We dealing with each other about 2 years now.
More than that, but
more than that.
On the close level, yes, 2 years.
Yes. And we learning each other, and I mean, believe it or not, me and Honey had our places we be like, we didn't have.
And I'm like, I still love you anyway.
Yeah. But that's why I say we are family, because we got to learn each other ways and everything. But when it comes down to being a mother, we know who's genuine, and that's like with a child. And I'm glad that King Dean brought that out, because children know. Yes, we try to play like they dumb, but they're not dumb. Yeah. They can sense and they know where they want it and where they not want it, where love is and where love isn't. They're very smart. And as grown people, we got to respect that they have their own heart, their own emotions. We have to respect that. We shouldn't have to put them in a place to where they got to tell them that it's okay to accept any type of abuse.
Yes.
Right.
From anyone.
And all the it was. And go ahead. I'm sorry. We're talking the same thing.
You want to go first?
No, go ahead.
Okay. This life does not come with a handbook. Being a mom, being a dad does not come with a handbook. I know we're learning all this from scratch, and all we learning is from hearsay, what your parents say, how they did. People are not perfect, and we're not asking for people to be perfect. But there's a simple thing called the Bible. And if you follow it, it can help you in a lot of ways of how to treat people, your children, your people around you. And then these are lessons you can learn. If you didn't have great parents, I'm telling you, the Bible can teach you some stuff. Yeah, it can. It teaches you how to humble yourself for one.
And I have to say, and I'm gonna let King D go. Yes, I agree. I agree. The Bible teaches you a lot by humbling, by respect, by love. Yeah. But parenting, my thing is, there's also classes for that, and there's also a thing called common sense. Yeah, common sense. If you know it hurts you, if you know something hurts you, why would you want somebody else to be torn down like that? Anything that was done to me in life, I would not repeat it. This like I've been through the situation of being controlling. When it comes down to being controlled, I'm not going to be controlling with nobody else, because I know that feeling. Yes. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to sit up here and say things that was said to me, to my child, that I know that hindered me and hurt me. Mm-hmm. Why would I want to do that to my own flesh and blood, knowing how it feels? Mm-hmm. Why would I want, if I didn't have a mother that didn't support me, that didn't comfort me, that didn't, treat me with love and respect and show me the right things that to become a mother and a woman, why would I want to repeat that cycle and cause my own flesh and blood to suffer the same way I have?
Yeah, you're right. But the thing is, Spice, you just said something else that just came straight out the Bible. Do unto other as you want done unto you.
Absolutely.
That's why I said the Bible does teach you things. I'm not gonna go against the Bible. It does teach you things. But my thing is also, because you got to look at too. There's some people that don't.
We got to install that in them.
Yeah, but my thing is that we do have people, we can't be denied. We have people that don't believe in God. Okay.
I know.
So you have to look at the other prospect. They have parenting classes.
Parenting class.
They have counseling classes. They can help you and teach you how to control that anger, how to deal with where this rooted from. Because for her to speak to her child like this in this manner, and to me, it's an abusive way of doing to your child. For her to do this, where did it stem from? Did your mother do you like this? Did somebody hurt you? Were you abused? It had to step to where you got to turn around and you're like, oh, I'm not about to have her happy. Why should she be happy? I didn't have it. You know, that there shouldn't even be like that. If anything, she should be like, look, my mother talked to me like that. It hurt me, and it distorted my mental path to where I didn't know how to function in the right way. I'm not doing my daughter like that. I want my daughter to be better. You know, because if you don't want your grandkids being done a certain way, lead by example, not by what you have been experienced through.
Absolutely.
Now, King D had something to say as well. I hope he didn't forget.
I forgot. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
It's all good.
But when it come back to play, just let me know. So, you know.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say it's pretty much you basically said it when you were saying whatever you were saying. But I was gonna say that, you know, even though I had to go through, you know, counseling and resources myself, I had to relive it with my daughter, with her situation. And if I tell y'all that the people that the doctors and the psychiatrists and everyone that was surrounding my daughter at the time, they were the most amazing people, because for a minute there, my daughter was mute. She did not even speak. She was just like, she would just sit there and she would just rock. She was literal rock, but like rock back and forth. Like she wouldn't say anything because she was so traumatized. And then once they got done with the, you know, counseling, you know, and everything, she kind of came back to herself. And so that, you know, with the help of the positive family members and then the doctors and everybody, she came back to herself. And so that's appreciative too. That's all I was gonna say.
Yes, yes.
So parenting classes and counseling and all that, it just goes in the wraps. Everything's still all together.
Yes. And when we come back, we will get into the discussion on what is the outcome when you abuse a child in this manner and not being, we're not going to say a friend, but not being a mother to your child. But first, we're going to listen to this doctor to see what he had to say on how you can deal with it or how you can solve it. In two.
You can still heal, but it'll be harder. And as far as the parent goes, you have to let them be who they are, accept them for who they are, forgive them for all the shit they've done, and just move on. And with your life, fix your stuff as you heal. Things in your life will change. They'll change on a deep subconscious level, not like in a way where they're like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry," but they'll have a release too, because we're all connected, right? So as far as the mother is concerned, you can't do anything about her. You can't change her. You can't do shit. It's the truth. You have to love them who they are and forgive them. You gotta let her be. And my biggest thing, my best thing I can tell you right now, in addition to the healing, is to disconnect. I'm not saying that you gotta cut them off. If you have to, fine, but disconnect for a while, as much time as you need. If it means not talking to them ever again, hey, that's what you gotta do. If it means you don't talk to them for a couple months, couple weeks, couple days, months, years, that's okay too. It's your life, it's your health, it's your sanity, it's your happiness that's at stake here. If you're not gonna work on that, all you're doing is literally killing yourself.
Remember also that we have April 20th, the live review of all the contestants that's entered in the poetry contest. But also we want to give her a heads up that we also going to be posting up for the Mother's Day gift basket raffle. So make sure you tune in and pay attention, because it's going to be something totally easy. We're going to be awarding one mother one mother a gift basket for Mother's Day. So all you have to do is go on my post, put a heart in there. When we have the live show announcing it, put a heart in the comment, purple heart in the comment, and you'll be entered into the contest. The raffle for the Mother's Day gift basket. Now, before we get into his video, could you tell me, and I'm gonna go over to King D first, what kind of how you could say, what could be the effects from a daughter going through this with her mother, being that her mother have just been jealous of her and to the point to where she's practically just destroying her life and anything that's she gets involved in.
Okay, what was the first part of the question? I didn't catch it.
What kind of effects can it have on that daughter when it comes down to going through the experience with her mother of doing this to her?
Basically, like the doctor just said, it's like you got to cut them. You cut them off or distance yourself. And only reason why I can say that is because the person that was active in my daughter's life at the time was supposed to be a mother figure, if that makes sense, of my daughter. And so when it got down to, okay, do you want a relationship with this person, or do you want to speak with this person about whatever, the answer was automatically no. So and she got that from her doctor, who was her doctor at the time. So I agree with that doctor 100%, because that is just so true, because that's what a doctor told us, when it came down to her situation. So, it is what it is.
How do I think it affects the child, on the young lady? Well,
yeah, when it comes down to the mother doing her child, being jealous of a child to where she's destroying her life, destroying the relationships, always criticizing her, what could it be the effects of that daughter from enduring this?
Okay, so first of all, it can bring down the person's self-esteem, for one. Also, you can pass that same behavior off to the daughter that she do it to her children too. Thirdly, it can also cause you to distance yourself from that parent and cut that other parent off completely. But the worst part is passing it down to the next generation of children, that she may come in this depression and do the same thing that her mother did to her own children. And so, with that being said, parenting classes should be reinforced, and people should not be hush hush and quiet about if they do see these type of situations happening. Because I've seen it happen as a young adult. I've seen people cuss out their children, call them bees and hoes and whatnots and whatever. And it does hurt that child. It makes them depressed, and it also can cause early children to be early mothers too, because they feel they're trying to look for love in all the wrong darn places.
Absolutely, I agree with her. I agree with Denise 100%. It causes a lot of mental, emotional abuse and problems in their later on in life. It really affects the way they socialize in the world and handle people, and handle their situations. It has a tremendous effect on anyone that's been mentally, emotionally, and verbally abused, or either physically and sexually.
Yes, I agree with all y'all. When it comes out to stuff like this, it can cause, it cause a woman to have very low self-esteem within herself.
Absolutely.
To make her feel like, okay, she's not worthy of, because of everything that's been shredded from her. She will not know how to love as a mother because she wasn't given that example. It could also bring in PTSD, anxiety attacks. It could affect
Absolutely.
that daughter in a lot of ways. But
Mm-hmm.
you're also instilling anger into her to where
Resentment,
she'll
anger.
start retaliating in a matter to where she's taking it out on the wrong person.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
And then you got to look at it. I'm gonna just be real. Today's time, you know, she could get to the point to where she'll harm people. She'll just go out harming people for no reason because of this
Mm-hmm.
anger that's built up in her. And then it also could put her in a situation at hand to where she's like, I don't want no kids.
Yeah, that too. That
Mhm.
can happen.
Or she doesn't want to get in another relationship, or even to the point to where she have to explain to that man, you're not gonna meet my mother. And don't no woman want to ever have to tell a man that she loves and he loves her that the type of mother they have that destroyed her.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
It's hurtful and it's humiliating to where
It
you got to.
also it also breaks down where they're going to relationship and they don't even know how to be a wife.
Absolutely.
Exactly. It
That's
can
why I
hinder
say
that.
it,
But
it'll,
then you got to
it'll
look at too, and in that standpoint, the way the mother in that first video, the way I see her and set an example for her daughter,
Mm-hmm.
she won't be able to have a successful relationship because she's never was given the tools and the skills on how to be a mother, and as well as not being a wife, to where she's going to not allow him to be the head of the house.
That's
unless she gets some professional help.
no help. Oh,
And
there
that's
you go, honey. Hit it on the nail, girl.
and we can't stress enough,
Yeah.
about that. The number is scrolled below for the family violence prevention. It's just not for the physical, it's also for the mental, the verbal and emotional. When you have been through abuse like this, the family prevention center, the women battered women children's shelter,
Mhm.
they do have free counseling.
Do,
Free counseling.
do they know how to like
There's no excuse. There's no excuse to not get counseling. You
spicy? Do they have it where they have any information where they can send like parenting classes and stuff like
They
that?
had they will provide all resources. Even if you call me at 512-668-2814, I also have resources that to help you as well. And my thing is that like he said, uh the ways to deal with it, and y'all might have your own opinion, which we'll get to. But my thing is when as a daughter, when you have tried and tried and tried, and you see this is not stopping, and you ain't getting nowhere because you can lead the horse to water, but you cannot make him drink.
This
Meaning that you can sit down and talk to her all day. Mom, this hurts me. Mom, I don't like this. Mom, why do you resent me? Mom, why do you treat me like this? That doesn't mean that she's going to accept it because you have those females in a position to, girl, shut up. You don't tell me nothing.
Get over yourself.
I don't need no help. You need to go get yourself help.
that was the past. I
If you
can't change it.
You let it
Oh,
go.
just get over it. Stop being emotional.
All
No,
you,
don't stop
all
being emotional.
you know what? I
You're
didn't think
allowed.
about this
Wait a
spicy.
minute, hold up. You're allowed to feel the way you want to feel. Don't allow nobody to tell you cannot feel. You're not supposed to have emotions or to get out of your emotions. You're a human just like everybody else. If anything, even though we're a mother, we still got to accept that our children are human. They got emotions. We need to come to understanding and to a level of not just hearing them, but listening and respecting how they feel.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, yeah, definitely that. But have you even thought about maybe pushing these parents act this way towards their daughters because of their fathers don't want to be with them no more and they're hating their daughters because the daughters look like their fathers?
Good point. Good point. Seeing that as well. Seeing that as well. You have those women because as some know, I've lost two sons from sickle cell, so I practically lived in the hospital. Practically, when I say lived. When I was pregnant with the second one, I was on a cot with springs by myself, sleeping just to be by my son. But you have these mothers, and I've seen the cases where one case, this mother, she had four kids. I think it was 4 or 5 kids, but only one child got mistreated. And when they brought this child in, she had burnt all her hair off. She had put out cigarettes all on. You can see the burns all over her poor body.
Oh no.
And to find out what went on, her mother was mistreating her because her dad was locked up.
Oh no.
And she did remind her of her dad. Now, my thing is, we cannot say how our children gonna come out looking, because my thing is, I don't care if my child look like their dad or not. That's still a part of me.
Absolutely.
That's a human being. Whatever he did is not their fault.
Mm-mm.
And then we had a second circumstance to where at Santa Rosa, where this one little girl, it was all over the news, and I was sitting there and looked at it, and I don't want to say her name because I know she's probably a teenager or grown now, but she was a baby then. But she had such a beautiful soul. Her mother made her drink a cup of gasoline, forced her to drink a cup of gasoline. Everybody was saying her mother was highly jealous of that child. The child was beautiful, beautiful. And people would say to her, well, that baby's too cute to be yours. So she grew envy of this. And she made her child drink gasoline. She was on a respirator for months. When the order came through for her to be removed for the respirator, she's nothing but a miracle child. Soon as they moved the pipe from her, the tube from her mouth, she took a deep breath, just, and she lived. Her auntie got custody. She had to wear a trach for a while, but now it's out of there. But to be jealous of your child to the extent of trying to kill him,
that's crazy.
That hurt me to see her. But when you see that child, she was nothing but joy. She was nothing but joy. So for people to say, well, can no mother be jealous of a child? Yes, they can be.
Mm-hmm.
It's sad but true. They can be jealous of their daughter because she got a relationship with her grandmother. They can be jealous of their child because they see their child happy in a relationship or being treated with royalty. There's many reasons. But looks, come on now. And to this day, I mean, I thank God for that child to give her the second chance of life. But in that situation, and I don't care who believes or don't believe, but she's a prime example that God is real. All the prayers, the anointing, she was breathing totally for her. But when they removed that tube, that little girl took that breath.
Ooh.
And I mean, when you say a living testimony, that is one. So, and pertaining to the video, in your own opinion, what did you think about the reasons he gave to solve it? Because sometimes, in my opinion, when you have tried and tried and tried to where you can't try no more because you're not getting nowhere with this person, especially when they to the point they try to destroy you, it's a disconnect. Because like I've said before, you have family, but family, only because you're born into a family don't mean you always remain a family. You could become a relative. Family is not always blood. So if you had someone that was going through this, King D, what words of advice would you give them? You muted. Is he there?
King D, are you there?
Okay, let's.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, if you have a female friend that's been trying to have a relationship with her mother, but her mother's not changing. She's tried to talk to her mother. She's tried to go to counseling, but her mother continues to destroy her and bring about chaos and drama in her life. What advice would you give to your female friend?
Cut off. Cut her clean off. And the reason why is because if she hasn't changed by now, she's never going to change. If you already did everything that you possibly could to try to maintain a relationship with her, then cut her off. I mean, that's just what it is. You can love her, but it is what it is. She's never going to change.
I'm a lover from a distance, baby.
Love her from a distance,
I'm
exactly.
a lover from a distance, baby. That's all I'm gonna do.
You don't have to ask me a question because I had to jump off and jump back in because my screen had frozen up.
Okay, so if you have a friend, a good friend,
Uh-huh.
Denise, and she's going through this with her mother, to where her mother is just, she's tried. You've seen her try every effort to solve whatever was going on with her mother, to have a relationship with her, but you don't see it changing. The pattern just keep going and going. What advice would you give your friend?
I know you love your mother because I've told this to somebody before. I know you love your mother, but sometimes you got to just step away so she can find herself and you can have your
Absolutely.
sanity. And if she's willing to change in the future, so be it. But right now, just let her be and keep your sanity.
Absolutely, I agree. You keep pushing, baby. You can revisit that. You just handle your business.
Yes, because
Teresa.
you can't take care of two homes.
Exactly. Go ahead, King D.
I was gonna say, I was gonna miss with Teresa. I was gonna say, who have you told that to?
I know, right? But we're gonna be back in 2 and 2 people.
Yes, and going into this commercial break for Poetry Mark, we are bringing awareness and acknowledgement to our poets. So enjoy this piece here, and we'll be back, as they said, in 2 and 2.
There's secrets and some truths behind every written word, omissions so that feelings won't be hurt. Tapping into the depths of someone's passion, leaving them naked and exposed. Nothing left to hide, vulnerable to you. Yet, who truly knows one's heart or mind? That could be protected. That is their true weapon. Knowledge, devotion, transparency of who they are. Trusting you to embrace parts of them. Trusting you to listen and learn from their success. Mainly, learn from their mistakes. Providing you with experiences that were traumatic, painful, embarrassing, almost cost them their lives. So that you may avoid making them too, and they are not damaging more lives. Touch it. Breathe it all in. It's there, warnings, signs, right before your very eyes. Like writings on a wall, you cannot miss it. Hand in our chest, handing you our hearts. Do with it as you wish. Writings on the Wall by Lovely Vibes.
Yes. That's Miss Lovely Vibes. Y'all can follow her on Facebook. It's a beautiful lady. She also formed a poetry corner on Facebook, which is called Jay Shanique's Poetry Corner. And they actually got a poetry contest going on as well. So look her up, and you can follow her as well on TikTok, because she has a session to where she has a poetry moment, to where she'll read something from her book. She do have books that are available on Amazon. So just look her up, either the Jay Shanique's Poetry Corner or Lovely Vibes.
Nice work.
Beautiful piece, and I can actually feel it. What did you get from hearing that, Denise? When you heard that, what did you get from that?
Lovely vibes.
That's why she got that name. Lovely.
Yes.
And honey, what did you feel from that?
Warmth, love, peace.
Mm-hmm. There you go. Waterfalls in the background.
Yeah, it goes with it. Yes, beautiful. So if we say giving a nutrition, what nutrition would you speak to everyone when it comes down to the topic of being a mother being jealous of her daughter? Honey.
Ask that again one more time. I'm sorry.
When it comes down to the topic at hand, when we speak about mothers being jealous of their daughters, what nutrition can you offer everyone out there when it comes down to that situation?
I say knowing yourself, knowing who you are, loving who you are, loving who you becoming is the greatest thing of anything. Shut the world out and do you.
And Denise?
Okay. So I guess I can say this goes for the mom, separate from the daughter. I want to go with mother first. If you feeling like you are jealous of your daughter or somebody you gave life to, the choices that you made to have this child by choice, I'm saying, and you raise this child, the way she is acting or the things that she's doing is the portrayal off of yourself. I'm just saying it's what she's watching you do. So the only person you can blame is yourself. And second of all, if you're jealous of your daughter on how she looks and stuff, remember you're looking at yourself.
Absolutely.
You're looking at yourself. That is your daughter. Not attitude look somewhat like you or someone like that when you were a teenager. So with that being said, the daughter, if your mom is being jealous of you and you tried everything to get her to understand there's no need, it may be time for you to separate and give her space. And I mean, give her space and let her reflect, because with that poison that she's spewing out can affect you and whatever you're trying to do.
Yes. And in saying that, I'm going to say, when you tried everything you can as a daughter to have a relationship with your mother, and you see that every time you let her back in, that she continues to hurt you, it comes a point in time in life where you got to control your own peace and disconnect. Still love her, still pray for her, still forgive her. The forgiveness is for you, not for her.
Not for her.
And as that mother, sometimes we need to stand back and look in the mirror and see the path that we came from. And if you can't find it within yourself to come out of being in denial of your flaws and how you are being abusive towards your own child, trust God can help you. Either you can make yourself better or break you altogether. Right.